Hey, it's Norm from Tested. I'm here at Star Wars Celebration, and we run into Prop Store again. Prop Store of London. Stephen Lane, how are you doing?
Good, man, good. I'm loving this show. I love being here.
It's a different show, and you guys have different things to show here than you would at a Comic-Con, for example. It's all Star Wars stuff, frankly.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think what's really interesting this year is the change in the dynamic in the show itself as well. We've done Star Wars Celebration show since 2007, and this one has just gone boom. I mean, it's crazy. The last couple of days, it's just been mad here. It's great fun, really, really good fun.
And your booth is one of the booths we run to first to check out some original props, some stuff that's going to go up on auction. Can you tell me about some of the stuff you have on display?
Yeah, we've got a mix of stuff here today. So what we're doing is we're previewing some of the stuff for our live auction, which comes up in the fall. September the 30th should be the date that we're working to there. And we've got some of those pieces here previewing in our display case here behind us, some of the great items. It's a fun-filled cabinet. I mean, look at it. It's drawn a lot of people over to it. We've got this great piece here, which is Sebastian Shaw's head appliance for the Darth Vader reveal from that climatic scene in Jedi. It's on a bust there as well, a life cast of him. We've got a Stormtrooper helmet coming up from Empire Strikes Back, which is just a beauty. Amazing how yellowed it's gone over the years. You see all the guys walking around in their suits, which are so beautifully white, but the breakdown of the plastics over the years. We've got some model miniature pieces over here. We've got a Death Star turret and a Death Star piece. I think this piece over here is going to be really, really popular. We've got a Rebel Troop hat from Hoth. Collectors love the Hoth gear, and we see so little of that come to market as well, so that's a really exciting piece to have. And a couple of blasters here coming up. We've got the Stormtrooper blaster from A New Hope, one of the original blasters there, which is, again, I think going to get a lot of interest. Whoever goes for the helmet, maybe they'll go for the blaster too. And then a prequel blaster there, a security officer blaster from the prequels too. We've also got a mix of ephemera that we've got coming in here, so we've got some really interesting paperwork. We've got some of Stuart Freeborn's original notes here, and some of his diagrams and sketches for the Hoth Wampa, which is great stuff, and his contracts from Jedi and Empire.
And this must come from a wide range of collections. Now, how is that all inventoried and collected, and where do you find this stuff to actually put on auction?
That's probably the question I get asked the most. Where do we find it? It's hard work, and it's getting harder. Pieces, material from the original films is just tough now. So many of the crew members have either long retired, moved away, sadly passed away in a lot of instances, and less is coming to market. So we're constantly sort of interviewing crew members, we're sort of reaching out to people who aren't credited on the film, their assistants and things like that, and finding where it is, and whenever we can find it, then we hold on to it very tightly, and this is just a sample of what we're going to have in the live auction in September. The live auction will be a mixed material, but obviously for here at Star Wars Celebration, we want to bring the Star Wars stuff out for the guys. We've got other great stuff coming up for that sale too.
We see so many people in costume here at Celebration, but only you guys have some of the original costumes. That's a part of your company collection. Can we take a look at that?
Sure, absolutely. Come on, I'll show you what we pulled out.
So Stephen, costuming is one of yours, and Brandon, frankly, it's his passions. He has a book out about this costume of Star Wars. Amazing book. We love that book. You guys should check it out. But tell me about the costumes you guys have here. This is Leia's dress.
Yeah, I think this is hands down the single most important costume we've ever revealed. It's the first time it's been exhibited in public. We've only owned it for about a year now, just under a year, and this of course is Princess Leia's dress from the ceremonial sequence at the end of A New Hope. Staggering really that this piece still exists. The main dress that she wears for the majority of the film is gone. Nobody knows where that is. It doesn't exist in the archives. We don't think it exists in private hands. So this could actually be the only example of Leia's costume that still survives today from the first film. Amazingly, this was just tucked away in an old crew member's attic, and phenomenally, he had lent it many years ago to somebody as a fancy dress costume. And so she had worn it out, and when I got this, it was grey, it was covered in dirt, it was torn, it had blood on it, it had lipstick on it, it had wine on it, and it had holes all over it, some which was moth, and other which was actually the acid from the alcohol that had been splashed on it, left on there unwashed, had eaten away in it over the years. So this went to a textile restoration and conservation specialist for me for over 6 months, and they worked on it, washed it down and treated it, and we've got it back to this sort of stunning white condition that it is now. It's delicate, it's fragile, but it's gorgeous, and we've had a lot of people over and looking at this and a lot of comments on it.
I'm sure Carrie Fisher was here yesterday. She probably remembers wearing this. And in terms of the belt, is that also original? Or is that fabricated for this piece?
Oh no, it's all original. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, all we've done is a very careful, sympathetic restoration on this. Nothing has been added. The belt is original. We have actually lined the back of the belt, and it's a fully reversible process just to protect the fabric on the dress. But other than that, that's exactly as it is. Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And you guys also have something from the other side as well, on the Empire side. Let's go check that out. So we have here a TIE Pilot helmet and pack. It's so big.
Why, thank you. Yeah, you know what? That's the one thing that most people come over here and say. They're just blown away by the size of it. And you know, this piece is so emotive. I think everybody you get that tingly feeling when you see something like this. And I don't know if you watched the trailer yesterday. I'm sure how many times did you see the trailer yesterday? Did you see the TIE Pilot in that?
Oh yeah.
You notice it had the red stripes on the mask there. I don't know. Is it a nod to this? Maybe, maybe not. I love this piece. I've actually owned the helmet for a number of years now. The chest pack, the upper body armor, I only scored literally a few months ago. And amazingly, this guy just had it, kept it in a black plastic bin bag, and he couldn't actually remember what it was when I picked it up from him. We had to sort of go through the book and show him what it was, put it together, and then just build this fantastic display for it, just really to show it off. It's a gorgeous item. This is one of my favorite pieces in my collection.
And in terms of the company collection, what other things do you have from Star Wars there? Do you collect both the props, the miniatures as well, and everything from the movies? Anything you can find your hands on?
I think it's probably why I love this show so much, and I often say that this is the favourite show for me that we attend over Comic-Con, just because it's where I started collecting. Started with the Star Wars action figures, and very soon I moved on to Star Wars original props. My first was a Rebel Blaster from Star Wars. That was the first significant prop I ever bought. And so, yeah, I have as many pieces as I could possibly find, and that sort of spans across from, I have some model miniatures, I have a studio scale Y-Wing model miniature, I have an X-Wing miniature, a TIE Fighter miniature, I have Darth Vader's Empire Strikes Back lightsaber, which is probably up there at the very top of my collection tree. Yeah, I've been collecting this stuff for a long, long time, 20 odd years now, so it's taken a lot of time to get to that. This doesn't happen overnight, and some deals that I work on take years to come together. So yeah, we constantly want to sort of bring things out that's fresh, that people haven't seen before, that people get excited about, and I'm still looking. Anybody out there got anything, let me know. And
we love that not only do you collect it, you also display it. You bring it to the public, to events like this, and also the restoration process you talked about. These aren't staying in a closet, staying in a chest. They're actually being preserved, which is really important for these type of historical props. Now, for people who want to get their hands on their own props or start their own collections, you guys do auctions. We talked about that earlier, and you guys have an auction coming up with Rick Baker, right?
Yeah, we're really, really excited about that. We have a sort of an ongoing array of different auctions that we run both online and live auctions as well. We just completed the Ender's Game auction, which I know you guys helped us with and we chatted about. The next auction that we've got is the Rick Baker auction, which is taking place on May the 29th. And the auction catalogue was actually just released yesterday. We've had a flood of comments on it. People are really loving what we've put together there. And what's really exciting about that auction is the fact that everything starts at $5 with no reserve. So everybody has an opportunity to bid, everybody has an opportunity to win something, and there's some amazing stuff in there, and that's a really exciting project for us. We've really enjoyed working with Rick on this as well. So the best place to check that out is propstore.com/auction, and that'll give you all the information. You can do a PDF download there. There's a fully interactive auction catalogue as well, which gives you extra video footage, extra photographs, and extra info as well, so you should check that out.
And we love those catalogs. We're going to give you guys a chance to get those catalogs as well. Put a comment in the comment section below. We'll pick a couple random winners and send you guys catalogs for this amazing auction. Thank you, Stephen, for chatting with us at Star Wars Celebration. I'm sure we'll see you at Comic-Con.
For sure.
And we'll see you guys on the internet. Bye.